Meet me. Welcome back, boys. And today we're going to answer a very important question. So, this actually came from a Discord message where someone asked me if you could change one thing about Epic 7, what would it be? And the way I interpreted that question was it's basically the same thing as asking, what do you hate the most about Epic 7? And, why don't you guys take a few seconds to guess? And why don't you think about what you personally would change about Epic 7? And I'm curious to see how many of you would come to the same answer that I did. And I was actually ranting about this to a guildie yesterday. And we'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So I'm going to guess that a lot of you guys might have guessed something like hero balance or gear grind or something. Honestly, it's neither of those things. I don't care about those things that much. Yes, both of them have problems. But the thing that I hate the most about Epic 7 is the sheer number of pointless bullshit things you have to do in this game. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that this game now, after, in the beginning, I guess it wasn't that bad, but as they released more and more content, they just keep littering the game with crap that no one has to do, that you have to do if you want to be efficient. Let's talk about some examples. Actually, let's frame this from the context of the crap you have to do when you first log into the game every day. So let's say you log into the game, first thing, I've already done a lot of these things, and you want to be a super efficient player and progress quickly. What's all the crap you have to do? All right, well, usually first you'll go and do your free covenant summon. That one's not too bad because that actually feels good because you might get something good, right? Although you never do, but you might. So it kind of feels good. You don't mind that. Same with the pet thing. I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. Like, you might get a good pet, so that doesn't feel too bad. Then you go to the guild tab. You have to do this aid thing, which is pointless. You're just going to keep clicking on it, so who cares? Like, you just have to click request and click all these things. Whatever. It's pointless. It's boring. Then you have to donate. It's pointless and boring. This is all fine. These two are fine. Ancient Inheritance, I'm actually enjoying it. And Guild Wars, you can win or lose. It's different every time. That's fine. World Boss is a sinful disaster and should be deleted from the game. It's so boring. You have to do it twice. Like, I'd rather they just make you do it once and double the rewards if you have to do it at all. But you can't possibly fail this. It's just a pointless thing you have to do for absolutely no reason that wastes your time, and it's boring and it's terrible. And I hate that thing. Then what do you have to do? You have to come in here, you have to click your Abyss, you have to click this again to get to the Purify button and purify this. These tokens are the most pointless, boring tokens in the game. Just let you do the floors whenever you want. Like, I honestly think they should delete Abyss tokens from the game and completely delete this mechanic, because this is a perfect example of there's no reason not to purify it. It's even a reputation task, but you have to keep clicking into it to get it. And why? There's no thought behind it. There's no reason not to purify it, in which case there's no reason for it to be in the game. You can actually replay the floors if you want to without any of these tokens anyway. So it's just a pointless, boring thing you have to do. Then Labyrinth. This is the most outdated, boring content in the game at this point. You have to go in here, or whichever one you go to get to the secret shop, and buy out the charms, because actually the vendors in here, they're the best source of equipment enhancement charms. So if you're playing efficiently, you will check this every day and go to that shop and buy it. Only takes like 30 seconds to a minute. Still boring, still pointless, and annoying. Just add it to the main screen if they want you to waste your resources. Then if you're really min-maxing, you're actually using your labyrinth compasses. And you have to go in here, and this is the biggest time sink, because even though once you beat it once, you're probably going to breeze through it every time after that. You just have to keep doing these boring labyrinths over and over and over. And the worst thing about it is they take forever. Most endgame players, I'm assuming, if they're not trying to min-max for ancient coins, just do hell difficulty, teleport to the boss, and kill them. They should at least add that to normal difficulty too. It just takes too long. It's boring. It's tedious. I think the vast majority of people I know that play this game never do this anymore anyway because it's unbearable. And then you have arenas. Like if you really want to be efficient and you're actually using your arena flags all the time, it's going to be pretty terrible. It's almost the end of the week right now, and you're going to notice I have 2 matches or 3 matches. Yeah, it's because I can barely stand to do it. I do the NPC challenges, so like you look at, I haven't done an actual arena in forever. I just do the NPC matches whenever I have the numbers pop up. But even that is boring and takes longer than it should, because again, you can't possibly lose to the NPCs. If you have RB, you can literally solo every single one of these with RB with a 0% chance of failure. So basically, like, I've been talking for what, like 5 minutes, and I'm not even doing the things. I'm just talking about it, and it's already been 5 minutes. Then you have to come in here and you have to click on whatever the event is, and you have to be doing this because these rewards are so good. And you have to click it 4 times and wait while it lags. Like on BlueStacks, this lags, so it actually takes me like a full minute to do this. Then you have to play the mini game and deal with the lag with that. Then you have to collect the 4 bonus after using 4 of these, or whatever they always have. Just a lot of clicks. Like if you have all of it done, just let us click it once and collect it all and not have us play this stupid game, which never takes any skill. It's every single game is some RNG thing that doesn't matter. Just have us do 1 click, give us all the energy, play all the games on its own. We don't care. Just tell us what the end result is and give us the rewards. Again, just a complete waste of time. Then if you're really crazy and you want to be the best, you're going to come in here and you're going to watch, depending on your luck, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2.5 minutes of ads. The best ads are the ones that are only like 5 seconds long. You could X out of them immediately. Other ones are full 30-second like video ads, which are painful. I usually just close them if I get those and try again later. Yeah, you're looking at anywhere from like, if you skip the labyrinth and the arenas, maybe you can get away with it in like 7 to 10 minutes. If you're actually going to do those things, probably an average investment of like 20 minutes a day. So is 20 minutes a day terrible? No, I guess it's not terrible, but the real problem is it starts feeling like a chore then, right? Like if you have to do that mindless crap every single day for no other reason than that the developers are trying to annoy the bejesus out of you, to me, that's not good design. And I think in the beginning we didn't really think about it much because there wasn't that much content in the game. But as they keep releasing things like these Hall of Trials and Automation Towers and World Boss, and every single time there's a new content release, there's more pointless bullshit that we have to do that wastes our time. And I think it's getting to the point where it's just annoying. And a lot of these things should honestly just be deleted from the game. I don't know how else to put it. Like Abyss, that token needs to be deleted from the game. Checking the Labyrinth store or whatever, that needs to be deleted from the game. This needs to be auto-calculated just based on when you logged in and not have to force you to click it. Like, they can just make so many quality of life enhancements. Or what they should do is they should give you a big button here called like Arky does your bullshit. And you click on it and he buys all the shit from the secret shop. He gets your Abyss tokens and purifies it. He redeems that stuff. He resets your Phantasma summoning thing. He automatically goes into the event and grabs all your stuff. Just click on that and not waste your time every day with nonsense. And I get it. Like maybe, I don't even know what their incentive would be for keeping you on. Like maybe they're trying to, it's not even like Steam. Like you don't even track hours played or something. Like what's the incentive of trying to get people stuck playing this? The hunts I don't mind. Like people probably predicted that I would hate hunts. I mean, I hate them, but at the same time, at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like, and also I don't have to really do anything. I just set it on auto repeat. But the thing is, at least every 30 minutes or whatever, when anytime those 20 runs are done, at least there's that chance you got something good, right? It's kind of like Diablo 2. You could, at some point, you could kill everything in the game easily, right? But even when you're killing like a rat in Diablo 2. There's some sense of like gambling, because even the crappy units in that game can drop like amazing runes. So there's always a chance. Like all you need is a chance to get something, and the content doesn't seem so depressing. At least with hunts, as tedious and boring as it is, at least theoretically, I mean, you're never going to get it, but theoretically, you can get a perfect piece of gear, right? So at least you can do that and be like, oh, I might get something good. You will never get anything good from clicking this button. You know exactly what you're going to get. Like 180,000 gold or whatever it is, and some stigma, which is a useless currency. So, yeah, like, that's why hunts don't bother me and stuff like this does. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, there's no excitement, it's just a chore. Whereas this is like a chore, but with some, like, cherry on top every once in a while. So anyways, yeah, that's the thing I hate the most about Epic 7. A close second is the inventory limit and the hero limit, because maybe I'm just an idiot, but like I'm always maxed out and having to move stuff all the time, or like I have to transmit a bunch of heroes or promote my dogs or whatever. It's just annoying. Like I wish there was just an auto promote thing or an auto sell thing or something. Just clear all this crap out all the time, or convert all my gear into charms automatically, because usually I use fodder for enhancing. They should just have a button that says auto convert all your gear into charm equivalents, like 5 weapons is a lesser weapon charm or something like that. Again, just a quality of life thing. I think this game needs more quality of life things now. Just delete the garbage content that takes 0 skill and has, more importantly, a 0% chance to fail, and just make everyone's life a little easier. Because honestly, I think that's a big factor in why a lot of people get burnt out. Like, I started this game with a lot of my friends, and a lot of them quit. A lot of them quit, and I think a big part of it was they just couldn't stand to do these small, trivial things anymore. Like, they were more than happy to log on and do their guild wars, but a lot of them just fell behind because they weren't doing all the other stuff that they need to progress, because, quite frankly, it was just too boring. It was just too boring and felt like work. So anyways, we'll leave it there. So what do you guys hate the most? Or I guess in a more positive light, if you guys could change one thing about Epic 7, what would it be? You guys know what I think now. It's not the hero balance. It's not the gear grind. I mean, both of them have their flaws, but honestly, I could live with it. I'm fine with it. But the trivial BS I have to do every day, I gotta say, it's really been grinding my gears lately. So anyways, share your own thoughts. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace out, boys.